So you're craving something sweet. What do you do? First of all, who doesn't? We all crave something sweet from time to time, but there are some things that we do in our diets and lifestyles that make those cravings more frequent or more intense, or both. But the moment you start to feel that you want something sweet, what do you do? First, I would ask, is it a specific craving or non-specific craving? If it's a specific craving, it usually looks like, I would like to have a donut, in which case you go and get a donut. If it's a non-specific craving, I would try to find something that will both satisfy your sweet tooth and at the same time it will be more nutritious. For example, if I have a non-specific craving, my favorite go-to meal is a porridge. I make mine from oats, obviously. I also add some chia seeds for extra volume and some plant protein to make it satisfying for longer. And I usually top it up with dark chocolate, or lately I'm really obsessed with poppy seeds. If I have a specific craving, as you may remember from the very first video that I published here on YouTube, and I will link it in the corner, I have a soft spot for French pastries. So if I'm craving something specific, it's usually French pastry, in which case I go and get it. But here is the important part. If you give yourself a permission to satisfy a craving, that's great, but instead of just focusing on short-term pleasure, I would also be trying to dig deeper and try to understand why you had that craving in the first place, especially if that craving is repeating every day or several times a day. That will allow you to get to the root cause of that craving and address that root cause instead of just going and eating a donut every time you're craving a donut. And finally, what not to do when you're craving something sweet. Ignore it and suppress it. No craving should be just ignored or suppressed, and here is why. There is a fascinating research that basically explains that the more you are trying to suppress a craving, the more you will crave it. But you already knew this, right? And you will not overpower this with willpower or determination. This is how your body operates. So instead of suppressing a craving, I would go back to the previous point that I mentioned and try to find the root cause and address that root cause instead. So I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, and until next time.